Hello all. Right, this is a video for Gelco, and it comes up time and time again, and he says, how much should you charge on 100 miles for a backload? And the thing is, the CX by definition is a backload platform, and it's a bidding platform. It's like an auction platform. So the whole idea of to give you a concrete figure of you should charge this much for this load, it just doesn't work. What you really want is, you want, in an ideal world, your own customers. And if you've got your own customers, you can say, we charge you so much a mile to these locations with this much waiting time, boom, 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 and they'll go, lovely, thank you very much. And you want to try and factor in with your own customers that you make enough money for the job going out that you could afford to go there, deliver it, and come back empty. I mean, that's in an ideal world. That doesn't always work, but that's what you really want. And then you go on the CX. And the CX is it's like an auction. It is an auction site by definition. So it's one of the guys a long time ago, a flower guy, when I was working on the markets, turned around and I was trying to work out how much a lorry's worth. Is it worth this? Is it what that? He said, Peter, the thing that I've learned in life is something is worth what someone is prepared to pay for it. So when you look at that job on the CX and you think, okay, well, I've dropped my gear off now. That's like, that one's going near my house. It's not too far to pick up. It's not too far to drop off, and then I can get home. So I'm going to give them a reasonable figure for that. That one there is picking up 5 minutes round the corner and dropping off across the road. I'm going to give that one really cheap. That one there, that's going to Wales. I don't live in Wales, so then I'm going to give them silly money. The other thing to consider is how many jobs are, what location are you in? Are you in Lincoln? Look on the area, go, there's only one lorry in Lincoln, and they need a lorry in here in the next hour. So they're going to pay good money. Or maybe there's 10 vans in the area, and I don't want to miss this job, so I'm going to go silly cheap with it. The ultimate thing is, like I say, you can't really put a price on it. If you wanted a rule of thumb, I mean, the rule of thumb we always used to use was kind of like, in a van, you're looking at, it used to be short wheelbase 65p a mile, van about £1 a mile, going up to 150 in a Luton, 250 a mile in a 7.5 ton, going up to £3 in like sort of like 18 tons up to Arctics. But it's so many imponderables, there's so much more to it than that it just doesn't work that way. So what I would say is, how much should you charge for a backload going 100 miles? As much as you can possibly get. Now, what I tend to do is I tend to quote it, what I think is the right price, and then ring them, even if it says e-quotes only. But if it's a job I'm not fussed about, I quote them a figure, and if I get it, I get it. I don't. But if it's one I want because it's close to where I am, or it links things up quite nicely, I'll ring them up and go, hi, I wonder if you can help me. I've just put a job on a CX. I put a figure in and say, I don't know, £8,000. Oh no, I put a figure in of 200 quid. I just wondered how close I was to what you've got on the job. And sometimes they'll go, oh, I've had some cheaper bids. Sometimes they'll go, no, that's dead on. A lot of the time they'll go, that's dead on. I'm just waiting for the customer, particularly lately. Or it's sold, or I'm looking for cheaper than that. And then you can have a little negotiation. And that way, when you come away from it, you think, I got as much as I possibly could. If they go, it's e-quotes only, I go, fine, fair enough. And then I think about it, I go, well, I don't want to lose that job. So maybe then I'll drop my figure. That's what I do. Other people might have their way of doing it, but the short answer to the question, how much should you quote on a 100-mile job as a backload? As much as you can possibly get. How do you work out as much as you can possibly get? You will work out your own way. It's, you know, you do you, and I hope it works for you. And I hope once you've worked it out, you manage to take care and take money.